gotta get on the floor for? Man, this against our rights, bro. Y'all got guns pointed at us. We work here. For what? For what? Why y'all treating us like criminals? Man, I work here. Man, we work here, bro. We work here. Y'all putting guns on us.
Tony, be quiet.
Man, y'all drawing down on us for no reason. Hey, put your guns up. Put your guns up.
Chill out.
Man, put your guns up. Hey, you don't gotta put your finger on it. You don't. Man, put your guns down, man. We ain't no threat. We ain't no threat of y'all. Y'all got y'all guns at us. We work here, bro.
Hey, y'all be quiet, please. What?
Man.
Where did they go?
Outside. Yeah. Hey, man, y'all got y'all guns out, bro. We work here just like y'all do.
But you got the wrong shot on the floor.
All right, well, put your guns down. We ain't in no threat. Ain't nobody here got no weapons. We got. Yeah. Hey, put your guns down, bro. We ain't nobody here.
Hey, please be quiet.
Man.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Why?
Listen.
Man, they come down here, run on us with.
Outside of here in the mall area. Okay, not in my shop. Okay, it was a bunch of kids. Okay, 15, 16, I don't know. They started throwing chairs and they ran out of here.
Did you hear any shooting?
I ain't hear no shooting.
There wasn't no shooting.
Because I was right here watching.
And then they all ran out and did.
They went out to ditch.
Any of them go to JCP?
I don't know. They ran the ditch. I'm on this end. So for you guys to come down here
Yeah, and put guns.
please,
Man.
take my whole shot down. Ridiculous.
You gotta see what happened. You gotta see our side. We get a call of an active shooter at the
But y'all putting guns on us and we ain't armed.
Let me finish. We get a call, it's at this shop, there's an active shooter here.
Stop.
That's all the information.
Okay, so where the shooter at?
You want to watch my camera?
Let me finish, I explained it all. We get a call, it's this shop. So we get here, we want to control the scene to be sure no one else dies.
I have
We get
cameras,
shot.
man. I have cameras.
Man, say, man, why we on the ground for, bro?
Just get down, bro.
Why we on the, man, I know my rights, bro. This a place of business. I'm a businessman, bro. I'm a businessman. Y'all treating us like we criminals.
Y'all chill out.
Hey, I don't got no warrants, bro. I'm good. Yeah, I'm just saying you treating us like criminals, bro. Okay. You started pulling us, man. Well, I'm not no criminal, bro. I'm not about to lay down like everybody else, dog. Hey, yo. I know my rights, man. You ain't gonna tell me to lay down like I'm a dog. What? Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I know my rights, though, bro. Yeah, we businessmen. We run a business in here. Yeah.
Hey, y'all sit back.
All right, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. In the words of the Hall of Fame rap group Public Enemy, 911 is a joke. This incident that you just saw happen a few years back at a barbershop in Mesquite, Texas, Dallas County. And those people that you saw laying on the floor is not only the owner of the shop, employees of the shop, and customers in the shop. Now, they just showed you a little clip of that 3-minute situation, but according to the other article that you're about to see, those people laid on the floor for 45 minutes with guns drawn upon them because there was a fake call. And many people have termed this swatting. Swatting, where people will make a fake call and say that, the person is this or that, and then they would bring pretty much the SWAT team out. As you just saw, those guys are standing there drawn upon innocent people with military-style guns. Now, as you heard the owner explain, there was a fight, about 15 or 16 children. They were throwing chairs, fighting in front of his shop. Then they ran down, to exit the mall. Now, the police are going to say, well, they got a call of it being an active shooter. Now, what an active shooter means is someone actively shooting. And so if you run up on those guys and they are cutting hair, they are in the store, no one is actively shooting. So that premise is just a reason for those guys to draw down on black men. Once again, we are the number one suspect in America. And they're going to say, well, it was for their own safety. And that's another thing that I see officers when they're pulling people over, get out of the car, let me search you, I need this, that, and the other. It's for my safety. Well, what about the safety of the people? You know, what about the rights of the people? All of this, they act like people are just walking around offing officers, which is not true. It's pretty much the other way around. But just listen to this business owner as he was later interviewed by the news and get his side of the story and his point of view on how he was made to lay on the ground for 45 minutes.
From Dallas and Fort Worth, this is CBS 11 News at 10, the ones for Texas.
And it started with reports of an active shooter at this North Texas mall over the weekend. There was no shooter in that mall, but what amounted to a disturbance has one business operator questioning the actions of police. Video you're about to see right now. CBS 11's Erin Jones, she is live in Mesquite with more on our top story at 10. Erin.
Steve, Travis Fields and his customers say all you have to do is watch the video from their barbershop last night to understand why they're angry. Well, several stores went into lockdown at Town East Mall Saturday night after reports of an active shooter.
As I go to close the gate, Mesquite police pulls up on us. Everybody get down, get down.
Y'all got guns pointing at us, we work here. For what?
They have rifles pointing at us. Get on the floor, get on the floor. I'm like, for what? There's an active shooter coming out of Noah's Barbershop. I said, there's not a shooter in here.
Travis Fields, owner of Noah's Cuts and Styles, says he told officers there was a fight outside their store involving a group of teens throwing chairs and trash cans, and that he had tried to break it up before security arrived. Fields says he thought by telling police there was no shooter, he and his customers would be allowed to get off the ground.
I was on that floor for like 30 to 45 minutes. That was too long.
I think after the situation had de-escalated and they knew that there was no longer an active shooter. Why is your finger still on the trigger? You know, why are you pointing the rifle at us? Seeing clients laying on the floor, afraid for their life when they've come to get a service was detrimental.
Mesquite police sent a statement telling CBS 11 officers commanded those within the area of the barbershop to lay on the ground for safety and to assess the immediate area. Despite the frustrations conveyed in the audio of the individual who captured the incident, the Mesquite Police Department's response was to ensure the safety of all citizens inside the mall.
I don't know protocol on the police end, but I know what I saw. I know how I felt. And it didn't feel good to be laying down on the ground with a rifle pointing at my face, thinking that, you know, if one of these air machines was to go off or I made a sudden move, that I might not be here tomorrow.
Man, we work here, bro.
And the barbershop's founder and owner are now meeting with their attorneys to figure out what their next move will be legally. Reporting live in Mesquite, Erin Jones, CBS 11 News.
Okay. And as well, they should be. They should be meeting with their lawyers and filing suits to the fullest extent of the possibility. And you saw the white people in the store, right? They was allowed to close their gates and, you know, they were walking around all calm. And the guy said, look, I was about to close my gate too. And then they came in with guns drawn. Now, the police said that they told them to get on the ground to for safety and to assess the immediate area. How long did it take them to assess the area? 45 minutes? It was clear that there was no active shooter in the barbershop when you walked in because there were no shots being fired. And so for them to stand there pointing those guns at those people are walking around the store. You don't hear any gunshots. Everybody's, you know, the police are locking down the mall. Those men are clearly not who you are looking for. But because the black man and black people in general have been made public enemy number one, that is the safety. We have to keep you guys at gunpoint because you guys are so dangerous. You know, even though it's clearly that you're not who we're looking for, you know, we still got to make sure. And so so I doubt if that was the white woman that you saw in the picture and she had customers in her salon, I doubt that they would have been even drawn down on like that. Those police officers would have came and said, hey, is everything okay? We had a call that there was an active shooter. And those people would have been able to keep their dignity and explain, no, there wasn't an active shooter. You know, some kids are fighting outside. They ran down that way, officer. All right, thank you. All right, have a good day. See, white people are afforded the benefit to remain dignified, even when police don't know what's going on. But as soon as they encounter a black man or black business, then everybody get on the ground. Everybody get on the ground. Hands on triggers. And so that is the American way. Once again, my book, Blue Lights in My Rear View, details the way the police were started was from slave patrols. And what were they doing? They were originated to catch black slaves, runaway slaves. And, you know, at that time as well, there were free people. There were free men. There were free men, free black people. But every time that these slave patrols would be going around and see a black person, oh, let me see your freedom papers. You know, so that it just like now, oh, let me see your ID. You know, you're black, you're suspicious. Let me check and see if you got warrants. Are you a criminal? Do you have a criminal past? Let me search you. So that is the American way. That type of behavior is embedded in the fabric of America. Until, you know, people admit it. And of course, it's like people say the system is broken. No, the system is working exactly the way it was designed. Somebody put it when they freed the slaves, America had no more use for us. So now it's either to enslave us by servitude, which is the prison industrial complex, or just simply exterminate us because we had value as slaves. You know, we was able to make money, and we, you know, a lot of us still, you know, are, you know, part of the machine and keeps the machine running, you know, through our various employments, which, you know, I can't knock everybody got to make a living, but, you know, our participation in this system keeps this system going. But shout out to those brothers, Tony Cuts, and, you know, I hope they filed the lawsuit and, you know, got their money, because once again, they wouldn't have been treated that way if they were another color. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings.